intense loyalties and expensive betrayals often go hand in hand when it comes to pirates and the world of One Piece. While betrayals are often jaw-dropping, it's common in a world of pirates, and that makes loyalties that much more valuable. Whether it be sacrificing everything for a friend, loyalty to a person, or even the simple act of protecting one's captain, these moments have shaped One Piece's lore, as they serve as acts of devotion that make the story more than just one of adventure. With their loyalty, some characters have really proven themselves, but the truly impressive ones have left a mark and shaped One Piece's history. At first, we have Luffy rushing to Impel Down for Ace, challenging the world for family. Blood being thicker than water is usually the case, but Luffy proves that ssake and shared experiences may triumph over that. Fans got to know Luffy's brother during the Alabasta arc, but their bond was truly explored when Ace's life was on the line. Hearing that his brother was about to be executed, Luffy delayed looking for his scattered crew members and infiltrated Impel Down, the world government's maximum security prison in the world. Later on, Luffy went to Marineford to free Ace and bravely challenged 3 admirals to save his brother, all while only having his willpower and loyalty to Ace as motivators. Next, we have Bon Clay sacrificing himself for Luffy. Bon Clay might not be a main character or one with lots of screen time, but he's certainly one of the most loyal individuals to grace Luffy's life. After partnering at Impel Down, Bon Clay showcased his loyalty to the Straw Hat Captain by risking his lifetime, and time again when Luffy was on the verge of death. His many sacrifices cannot be overstated, but nothing compares to when the imitating individual sacrificed not just his life, but his freedom too. The moment in which Bon Clay was showcased to have impersonated Magellan to aid Luffy's escape would forever be remembered, as it was both tear-jerking and heart-wrenching. Next is Brook, sacrificing stardom for the Straw Hats, or we can say abandoning fame for friendship. Soul King Brook was a unique discovery for the Straw Hat Pirates. Finding him at the Florian Triangle, he and the crew went ahead to face Gecko Moria, a then warlord. After defeating Moria, Brook became a member of the crew. Unfortunately, shortly after that, the crew was separated for 2 years, despite Brook only being a member for a few months. During these years, Brook gained immense stardom as Soul King, a rock star. However, rather than continue to revel in the fame and money, Brook gave it all up for a crew he had only been a member of for a few months. Next, we have Pedro sacrificing himself for a final act of faith after Nekomamushi and Inuarashi. Pedro could as well have been the next leader of the Minks, but believing in Monkey D. Luffy, an individual with so much potential, Pedro didn't hesitate to sacrifice his life for his beliefs. Dying for someone else is incredibly heroic, but willingly blowing oneself up makes the act and effect that much grander and touching. In the short while that Pedro knew Luffy, he became incredibly loyal to him, and he displayed that loyalty without much pain or regret. He willingly gave his life, a feat that some of Luffy's crew members may be unable to achieve. Next is Zoro taking Luffy's pain, a silent loyalty. The Straw Hat's 3-sword style swordsman suffering in place of his captain has always and will continually be talked about because of how legendary it was. Luffy is known to always take immense damage after a battle, but no one truly knows how fatal his injuries are. That is, of course, until Zoro took it. At that moment, Zoro gave up his life and ambition for his captain, stating that his ambition didn't matter if his captain was dead. To make his incredible feat even cooler, Zoro never complained or talked about it, ending all questions about what happened with nothing happened. Next, we have Akazaya Samurai, traversing the future to rebattle Kaido, a legacy of patience and loyalty. The tale of the Akazaya Samurai is one of pain, hardship, and die-hard loyalty. After Kaido executed Oden, his retainers escaped, swearing to one day avenge their lord. Interestingly, this revenge would not come until 2 decades into the future. Some of the samurai patiently waited out the years, while others time-traveled into the future to have a rematch with Kaido. In a situation where many would simply escape the country or live out their own lives, these samurai patiently waited and schemed for 20 years, all to avenge their lord. In the end, their patience paid off, but this would have been impossible without their die-hard devotion to the cause. And now, let's talk about Minsk at the very end. Enduring torture to protect a samurai, a national sacrifice, the Minks have possibly the greatest display of loyalty so far in the One Piece series. Despite being tortured for days and nights by Jack, an all-star of the Beast Pirates, men, women, and even children willingly got tortured and experienced the death of their loved ones, all to keep Reizo safe, an individual that hadn't been heard from in over 20 years, as he was also sent to the future by Toki. What makes this feat so grand is that a single person didn't perform it. It was a whole nation of Minks without a single betrayal, despite Nekomamushi and Inuarashi losing an arm and a leg. Well, the video ends here, but you tell me in the comments what other iconic moments of loyalty are there in One Piece that I forgot to include. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. We'll meet again with another amazing video. Until then, goodbye.